Section 8.5, an annuity is when a set amount is deposited at set intervals. Example, deposit $100 every 2 weeks. Example, deposit $300 each month. Okay, so here's the formula for an annuity. All of the letters are the same as before. A is the amount after time. P is the amount that's being put in every time. Okay, it's got to be the same amount every time. R is our rate, and T is our time. So find A if you deposit $1,000 into an IRA at the end of each year for 30 years at 10% annual rate. Okay, so A is 1,000. A is what we're looking for. P is 1,000. Our 10% rate tells us that R is 0.10. It said 30 years, so 30 is T. Okay, so we do what's inside this parentheses first because it's the inside most thing. 1 plus 0.10 is 1.10. Now we need to do what's in our brackets. Okay, so on the calculator, we're going to do what's in the brackets. So we're going to do 1.10. Okay, this is our exponent button if you've got that TI30X2S. Okay, you may have a different calculator. You'll need to look up to see what your exponent button is. So you raise it to the exponent at the 30th power, hit enter. Okay, then we subtract the 1 that's in the brackets and hit enter. Multiply by 1,000 and hit enter. And then divide by 0.10 and hit enter. Okay, and that tells you how much money you'll have. Okay, now let's see how much interest we earned. Okay, if we deposited 30 payments of $1,000, 30 times 1,000 is 30,000. So if we end up with $164,000, but we deposited 30,000 of it, that tells us what our interest would be, the interest that we earned. Okay, so you can see that's a lot of money by making regular deposits. Of course, that's a long time. 30 years is a long time. Okay, let's do another. Deposit $3,000 into an IRA at the end of each year. Okay, the A stands for annuity. 40 years. Okay, so 3,000 is our P, 40 is our T, and 8% annually tells us 0.08 is our R. Okay, so 3,000 goes in for P, 0.08 for R, and 40 for T. Okay, what we do what's inside our parentheses because it's inside the brackets. Okay, so add 1 plus 0.08. Now, we need to do that exponent. We do what's in brackets and parentheses first. So we're going to raise it to the 40th power and hit enter. Then we finish off inside the bracket, so subtract 1 and hit enter. Okay. Now, we finished off in the brackets because we raised it to the power and subtracted 1. Now we're going to multiply by the 3,000 on the outside and hit enter. And then divide by the 0.08 and hit enter. And that tells us how much money is in the account after time. Okay. All right, so let's see how much interest we earned. If you deposit $3,000 a year for 40 years, 3,000 times 40 gives us 120,000. Okay. Well, if we have 777,000 at the end of the time, but we put in 120,000, that means that our interest is 657,000. Okay, and that's the end of that lesson.